Feel like a victim.
I was not thrown on the ground and ravished, which the word rape carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual. It hurt.
But I think most people think of rape as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
Let's take a short break.
Think of the fantasies.
We're going to take a quick break. If you can stick around, we'll talk more on the other side.
You're fascinating to talk to.
Hey folks, Dale Jackson here. Let's have a conversation about this defamation trial involving E. Jean Carroll and Donald Trump, the frontrunner for president of the United States. Now, let's make sure that we all point out what this is really all about before we even get started here. This is about a woman making her name more famous so she can sell books and be important off the back of Donald Trump, who she had some sort of interaction with decades ago. Was it rape? Well, the jury says no, but Donald Trump saying he didn't rape her, defamed her, because the jury says he assaulted her. It's her word versus his word. There is no actual evidence. It's decades ago, and let's just be real about it. Donald Trump is an unlikable guy, and a jury would gladly stick it to him, especially one from New York. Here's the verdict.
Number one, did Donald Trump rape E. Jean Carroll? The answer is no. This is the verdict. Yes to number two, did Donald Trump sexually abuse Miss Carroll? The answer to that from the jury is yes. So no on rape, yes on sexually abused. We got to go down to number four. On the jury form, Miss Carroll was injured as a result of Mr. Trump's conduct. The answer to that is yes. And they have awarded her $2 million. $2 million. The answer to was she injured as a result of Mr. Trump's conduct? Yes. No on rape. Yes on sexual assault. Sexually abused. Excuse me. Now we are looking at question number 5. This is Mr. Trump's conduct was willfully or wantonly negligent, reckless, or done with a conscious disregard of the rights of Ms. Carroll, or was so reckless as to amount to such disregard. The answer to that from the jury is yes. The award in damages is $20,000. That's.
So what does all of this mean at the end of the day? Well, not really all too much. They've already been saying Donald Trump sexually assaulted 16 people. There were people who were saying he was a rapist. There were people who were saying he grabbed women by the blanks and all this other stuff. But listen, let's understand something. If you go back and you watch the Access Hollywood tape, he says they let you grab them. Okay? Let's be clear about it. Not okay. Shouldn't be talking like that about anybody. But the key phrasing here is they let you grab them. Not I grabbed them against their will. There's nothing they can do about it. They let you grab them. Now, we can talk about our culture and whether or not that's okay or whatever, but that's different than I grab them and I don't care what they say. So let's just be real about that. This is a case of a guy who's going to be running for president of the United States who will now be named as a sex abuser. That's what they're going to say. Sex abuser and Republican frontrunner. So get ready for it. They've already intimated 1,000 times, and now you have a court finding it and awarding $2 million for it. If you don't think this was about injuring Donald Trump down the line for a run for office, you're crazy. It's also about the money. But this is nuts. You call someone a rapist, they say, no, I'm not, and they've then defamed you. You can say the system works all you want. This is a little bit of a sign that the system's a little messed up.
Feel like a victim.
I was not thrown on the ground and ravished, which the word rape carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual. It hurt.
But I think most people think of rape as it is a violent assault. It is not.
I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
Let's take a short break.
Think of the fantasies.
We're going to take a quick break. If you can stick around, we'll talk more on the other side.
You're fascinating to talk to.